Last month, the Arellano PEERS and the Guidance and Counselling Office ran a seminar entitled How to Excel in Law School, Study Habits That Work. In case you missed it, here are some of the highlights in the seminar, coming right up. Hi, my name is Lex and welcome to Lex in Motion. In this channel, I'll be helping you build your competence, confidence, and capability in law school. Start today by hitting the subscribe button below. New videos are posted every Friday. The seminar featured 3 speakers. The first was Attorney Henedino Brondial, the head of the Remedial Law Department for Arellano School of Law. The second speaker was our school psychologist, Dr. Arnulfo Lopez, and the evening was capped off by Judge Caridad Cuerdo, who is probably one of the best professors of our generation. Attorney Brondial's law school story began when he was employed as a faculty member and professor for the University of Santo Tomas. His class and several others went on a field trip and outing where the students, of course, went swimming. For one reason or another, one of his students drowned. He was beset with grief, worry, and anxiety, especially because he was tasked with informing the boy's parents exactly what happened. This experience caused him to lose sleep over so many nights. Finally, he consulted with a lawyer who told him not to worry. Attorney Brondial was so disappointed. He had paid good money for the consultation and all he was told was not to worry. Side note, this is a classic case in torts and damages, vicarious liability. But at this point, wala pa namang kasong finafile. The lawyer was correct in saying not to worry. Any action at this point would have been premature. Wala pang laban na nangyayari, so the advice was legit. Chill lang talaga. However, Attorney Brondial did not understand. He was worried sick and sabi lang ng lawyer niya, relax. This was the moment he knew he wanted to be a lawyer. He wanted to understand the law at kung anumang hugot ng abogado niya para sabihan siya na mag-relax lang. During his stint in law school, he was a full-time employee of UST. He was teaching 24 units at ang misis niya teacher din. He also enrolled in law school for 18 to 22 units and at that time, dalawa na ang baby nila. Attorney Brondial narrates na ang break niya sa aral ay paglalaba at pagplantsa ng lampin. Old school kapatid, hindi nila iniisip mag-asawa ang talent, no doubt kaya daw ng ulo. Ang issue nila ay ang finances at pagod. Ang key takeaway natin kapatid is that support of your family counts for a lot. Sa pagpasok niya sa law school, yung misis ni Attorney Brondial had to take on extra chores, extra housework. Now on to his advice. Number 1, trust that you are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. Law school is a difficult place to be. There will be days when you feel that the here and now are pointless. Parang walang sense kung bakit ka nasa law school. The key here is to trust that you are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right moment and wait for the kaya pala ganon. This advice also applies if you fail a subject, an exam, or worse, the bar. Number 2, family first. Your family is going to be your single most important source of your happiness. This will fuel your drive to excel and achieve in law school. The support of your family matters, and that will help you in the next 4 or 5 years of your stay in law school. Number 3, maintain 2 sets of goals. Attorney Brondial tells us that we need 2 separate sets of goals. The first is your ultimate goal. The ultimate goal refers to where you want to be at the end of it all. Ultimate goal kapatid ang iyong final goal. Karamihan sa atin ang ultimate goal ay makapasa sa bar exam ng ganitong taon. For example, 2019. Immediate goals are the goals that take you from day to day. Immediate goals are the smaller pieces that drive us from point A to point B. Kung ang goal mo ay mag-bar na ng 2019, ibig sabihin, ang immediate goals mo ay makapasa sa mga ganitong subjects at makapasok sa maintaining average or QPI. Kung ang target mo, for example, sa torts and damages ay 85, kailangan mo ring sumulat ng next level immediate goals. This means having a study schedule that will allow you to meet the immediate goals of finishing the assignment for the day and performing well in class. When it comes to ultimate goals, sabi ni Attorney Brondial, feel free to disobey your parents. Huwag magpa-pressure best sa mga tita na nagpupumilit na mag-asawa ka na kasi nga 25 ka na daw. Huwag kang tutupi, especially if dating and marriage are conflicting with your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal should be your guiding star, and every step you take, every decision you make should lead you to that ultimate goal. So between Netflix at landi, dapat uunahin ang backlog na kaso. Goals have to be written down on paper because whatever is written gets managed. Planning is important because failing to plan is planning to fail. Number 4, maintain good physical health. Attorney Brondial says that sleep is one of the biggest reasons why barristers fail. He says lack of sleep causes an intellectual dislocation, especially for the bar review. Ang payo niya ay alamin mo na ngayon ang sleeping patterns mo at gamitin mo yan to your full advantage. Pwedeng mag-aral ng gabi at hapon pero babangon ka na ng tanghali na. Luxury ang tulog, especially para sa mga working students. Pero laban lang kapatid, hindi imposibleng maging abogado tayo, especially sa maraming mga nagtatanong na employed bilang mga guro. Number 5, learn from the parable of talents. Attorney Brondial notes that perhaps one of the biggest problems in law school is that law students lack the ambition to excel. Ang mindset daw dapat ay pagtatap ng bar. Should be a matter of course. If you set your goal at topping the bar and you fail in that goal, at least abogado ka pa rin. If you aim at the moon and you miss, you will still be hitting the stars. Professional students or full-time students have gifts of time. At masaklap daw na katotohanan na marami sa kanila ay bulakbol, walang natatapos at pumapasok sa klase na walang alam. Mga bata, huwag tularan. Professors put a premium on talent but only to a point. He says hustle will always outplay talent at one point or another. The key here is to maintain a good talent to effort ratio. Mas pinapasa daw ng mga professors ang mga masisipag kesa sa matatalino. Ang masipag at matalino, sila ang ginto. Attorney Brondial also makes the point that cramming will help you pass. That pressure of the finals will drive you to excel in law school. Sure, papasa ka naman, sabi niya, but all of your cramming will come back and haunt you in your 4th year. Sa review ka na magdurusa sa mga kasalanan mo dahil ang bar exams ay labanan daw ng stock knowledge. Number 6, little knowledge is dangerous. Attorney Brondial says that law school requires a certain level of mental ability. Kung nakapasa ka sa PhilSat or entrance exam sa law school mo, ibig sabihin ay may kakayahan kang makatapos ng law school. This means that over the course of the next 4 or 5 years, gagaling ka kapatid, tatalino ka at matututunan mo lahat ng iyong kailangan hanggang sa bar exams. He says 85% ng natututunan mo sa law school manggagaling sa libro. His advice is to use only one textbook per subject from 1st year to 4th year. Sulatan mo daw kapatid, mag-underline ka at pag binalikan mo, malalaman mo alin dito ang nabago na, alin dito ang hindi na applicable. This will help you contextualize what you know. More importantly, do not attempt to learn everything. Let me repeat, do not attempt to learn everything. Be selective. Ang laban sa law school ay hindi paramihan ng alam dahil hindi lahat ay naitatanong sa bar. This is where your professor comes in. Pumasok ka kahit wala kang alam dahil sa klase meron at meron ka pa ring matututunan. Di baling mabokya ka. Kung hindi man mag-lecture ang professor, malalaman mo rin kung alin doon ang importante based sa mga babanggitin niya. Being selective is a skill. You can learn and develop it over time with a lot of effort and practice. Sa isang kaso, maaaring 6 ang issue pero ang material dito ay 1 or 2 lang. Be selective and choose only the doctrines that will be useful for you in the bar. Number 7, humility is king. Attorney Brondial says a big problem in law school is pride. That feeling na matalino ka at marami kang alam. And for whatever reason, you feel like you're a better human being than your seatmate. Naririnig daw niya ang mga debate ng mga freshman na kala mo ay nasa Supreme Court oral arguments. The humblest persons you meet in law school are those nearing their graduation and those who are reviewing for the bar exams. He says that the more you think you know, the more you do not know. Ulitin ko, the more you think you know, the more you do not know. Law school must be approached with an open mind, with a certain surrender that you are not yet ready to take the bar, and the humility to accept whatever work you have to do to prepare for the legal profession. Huwag umasta na alam mo lahat. The day you tell yourself, alam mo na lahat, is the day you stop pushing yourself to learn more. Bonus tip, play the game of association. Association or correlation ang isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit daw naging madali ang law school kay Attorney Bronjal. Association or correlation is the process of connecting whatever it is you're reading at the moment with something you've learned before in a different subject. Halimbawa, when you're learning about local government units, you will learn that they have the power to create revenues for the benefit of their locality. This concept connects to Tax 2 and to Consti Law 1. Another example, Promissory Note under the Negotiable Instruments Law connects to collection of sum of money under civil procedure, connects to admissions under evidence when the genuineness and due execution of an instrument is put at issue. Hindi siya madali pero sobrang nakakalibang siya. Hindi mo namamalayan na dumarami na ang iyong alam or mas pumapasok lang ang dati mo nang nabasa. During the second part of the seminar, our school psychologist, Dr. Arnulfo Lopez, took the stage. He reiterated some of the earlier points made by Attorney Bronjal, including choosing a law school that feels like home. There is plenty of room for all of us in the role of attorneys. There is simply no reason to feel competitive. Walang kota ang Supreme Court sa mga tinatanggap na abogado. While Attorney Bronjal says choose a law school where camaraderie is part of the law school, Doc Lopez, on the other hand, says Arellano is probably one of the very few schools who invest in the mental health of its students. This is why all of the participants of the seminar were tasked with answering the Survey of Study Habits and Attitudes or SSHA. The SSHA is a standardized test. It's designed to measure your strengths and weaknesses in several areas that will help predict your future academic performance or achievement. The survey is free and the PEERS office will be happy to help interpret your results and give you more tips to help you achieve your law school dream. The SSHA measures your law school performance in the following aspects. Delay avoidance. Delay avoidance is your promptness in completing academic assignments, lack of procrastination, and freedom from wasteful delay and distraction. Delay avoidance ang sumusukat kung gaano ka karesponsable sa mga dapat mong gawin sa klase. The tip here, kung mababa ang delay avoidance mo, ay ang mag-aral ka sa lugar na walang distractions. Silent mo muna ang cellphone mo, sara mo muna yung IG mo. Work methods. Work methods is your use of effective study procedures. It is your efficiency in doing assignments. And raw how to study skills. Work methods ang sumusukat kung gaano karami ang kaya mong aralin sa maiksing panahon. Teacher approval. The SSHA makes the compelling argument that our opinions of our teachers and their classroom behavior and their methods affect how well we learn. Sabi nga ni Doc Lopez, terror professors are terror professors, pero very possible na mag-excel sa kanila. Ginamit niyang halimbawa ang terror professor niya sa PhD. Nilapitan niya, kinausap niya at tinanong niya ng mga tanong sa topics na nagustuhan niya. Consistent to, kapatid, every week. Lahat daw ng professor may kiliti and it's up to us to find them. Education acceptance. Education acceptance is our overall attitude towards classroom learning. If you approve of the learning objectives, practices, and requirements, then learning becomes easier. Heto na rin siguro ang dahilan kung bakit maraming nahihirapan sa Negotiable Instruments Law. Because the law is over 100 years old. Naipasa siya noong mga panahon ang delivery ng goods ay barko. Dahil hindi natin maintindihan bakit kailangan siyang aralin, marami rin sa atin ang nahihirapan. Sabi ni Doc Lopez, study habits are measured as a combination of work methods and delay avoidance. Study attitudes, on the other hand, is the combination of teacher approval plus education acceptance. Kapag pinagsama natin ang study habits at study attitudes, we have study orientation or the overall measure of our study habits and attitudes. For what it's worth, laging bukas ang Office ng Guidance and Counseling. Libre ang mga ganitong tests or at least part na ng binayaran mo sa school. Take the half hour off your busy schedule and see the office. Malaking tulong to learn more about your performance, and all the information is kept very, very confidential. Finally, the last speaker of the evening was Judge Caridad Cuerdo. Judge Cuerdo shares that she was a poor barrio lass from Naga. Probinsyana siya, kapatid, na minsang nangarap na maging abogado. Mahirap lang daw sila growing up, pero nagsikap ang mga magulang niya para pag-aralin sila. Namasukan siya bilang cashier and later on as a secretary para sa isang law office sa kanila. During her third year, she wanted to move to Manila because she felt she was going to learn more. Gusto niya sa Manila na rin mag-review and to work for a judge who was going to be relocated to Manila. Hindi sumang-ayon ng parents niya sa kanyang decision. It was hard for her, but still, she decided to chase the law school dream. She took all the money she had in the world, about 500 pesos, and took the train to Manila. It was her first time to go to Manila at that time, at malaki ang takot niya, pero sumugod pa rin siya. She was employed as a legal researcher for most of her stay in law school. She enrolled in Arellano, then located near Ligarda. She was the only girl in their class, kaya madalas ding napagtritripan ng mga professors. She was also the poorest and struggled to obtain bar review materials. Ang routine daw ni Judge Cuerdo ay gigising siya ng 2 a.m. para mag-aral. Hataw na aral to. More on scheming daw kesa siguro sa intense na basa natin ngayon. Papasok siya sa office by 6 a.m. para maglinis magligpit dahil wala silang janitor. Dahil walang pakisama ang mga office mates niya, hindi rin siya nakakabasa. Yung kaopisina niyang court interpreter, laging wala, kaya siya na rin ang tumatayong court interpreter. After office hours, magsisimba siya for 1 hour every day, and then come to class. Usually nakakauwi na siya ng 9 p.m. at lalarga naman siya, this time as a legal researcher. By 12 midnight, matutulog na siya para bumangon ng 2 a.m. At this point in the seminar, gusto na naming tumayo at palakpakan si Judge Cuerdo with standing ovation. Lahat ng problema natin nagmumukhang botil lang ng paminta compared sa pinagdaanan niya. During her review, she was nearly terminated for being late. First time niyang malate at napikon na lang din siguro siya. She tried to resign but her boss relented and begged for her to stay. In all these years, she maintained a high level of faith. Faith that she will finish her degree and that she will pass the bar exams. She approached law school with an unconditional surrender to God. Every sacrifice she bore with grace. She did not complain. She suffered with humility, and by 2018 standards, santa na siyang maituturing para sa ating mga working law students. At one point or another, her physical health was on the verge of breaking down. She was told by her doctor to drink more milk and consume at least 6 eggs per day. Size 22 lang ang waistline niya. Size 22, kapatid, realistically, hita lang natin yon. She surrendered everything to God, pero hindi daw talaga niya kayang kumain ng ganong karaming itlog at ilang baso ng gatas. Ang life hack niya, magluto ng leche flan. During her graduations, she contacted her parents and they traveled from Naga. This was her reunion with them. At iyak ng iyak ang nanay niya. Sobrang payat daw ni Judge Cuerdo, pero at least natapos na niya ang law. Graduate na siya. Judge Cuerdo also compared her life as a barista. She was making so little money that she couldn't afford bar review materials. Ang solution daw niya ay humiram sa office mates niya. Ang masakit daw dito ay pinagdamutan siya ng mga kasabay niyang barista na take 2 or 3 na. Wala daw silang memory aid at that time at magagandang lectures. Kanya-kanyang kayod. Her study tip was to learn the codal by heart. If you know the codal, you know the law. This is generally true for law school and you only need to add more by way of cases and commentaries. Sa mga provisions daw, nahirap siyang mag-memorize. She inserted pieces of paper to serve as bookmarks. Her goal by the end of the review was to learn all these important provisions at kada natatapos niya ay nababawasan naman ang mga bookmarks niya. On the morning of her bar exams, sa awa ng Diyos, ay naubos na rin ang mga bookmarks niya. For the incoming freshmen, ang payo niya is to invest in your mental health. In her case, prayer, meditation, and coming to Mass was what kept her sane during the hardest years of her life. Be kind to all that you meet. Good things happen to those who are kind. Ang post-bar celebration niya, libre lang daw ng boss niya. Her first job as a lawyer came because of that celebration. Isa sa mga bisita nila was a judge who needed a new assistant. Dito nagsisimula ang kwento niya bilang judge. For the barrister's trust in the divine providence. Kinulit daw niya si God sa kanyang mga dasal. At sa sobrang hirap na dinaanan niya, sabi lang niya, God, isang beses lang po ako sa bar. Hindi na ako uulit. Hindi ko nakakayanin. For the rest of us, trust that there's a reason why you were placed on God's beautiful earth. Hindi aksidente na nandito ka ngayon, kapatid, at sa parehong paraan na hindi rin aksidente ang mga nangyayari sa'yo. Hindi mo man nauunawaan ngayon, maiintindihan mo rin lahat sa paglipas ng panahon. Keep your study space organized. Keep only the materials that you will use for the bar. Never underestimate your own talent and keep your finances in order. Above all else, sabi ni Judge Cuerdo, don't quit. Shoutouts syempre sa Arellano PEERS for putting together a wonderful seminar. Thank you also for watching until the end of this video. Like and share this video for good law school karma dahil ngayon pa lang, kapatid, kailangan mo nang mag-ipon. And I'll see you next Friday.